Good afternoon. A politician has called for sweeping limits on tourism, warning that booming visitor numbers are making it impossible to live in some of the most popular coastal cities. Alberto Ibanez, with the left-wing Valencian coalition Compromís, said strict controls were now needed to rein in the industry as locals are increasingly pushed out. Speaking to the media, he claimed cities including Alicante and Valencia have reached breaking point, with neighbourhoods being transformed into sets for tourists. Ibanez has formally asked Parliament to create a subcommittee to examine the impact of tourism on quality of life, arguing it should capture the growing frustration felt by residents in hotspot destinations. He warned that in many areas traditional businesses are disappearing as cities cater more and more to visitors. You close a bakery to open a bike hire shop with all the harm that causes, he said, backing what he described as tourism degrowth. The politician also took aim at cruise tourism, claiming the number of passengers arriving in Valencia can exceed the city's own population on busy days. He argued that such visitors contribute little to the local economy, whilst placing strain on infrastructure and the environment. His comments come amid growing backlash against over-tourism, with protests and tighter restrictions already being introduced in several major destinations. Social Security enrolment hit an all-time high in March, boosted by Easter week, after more than 211,000 jobs were added and unemployment edged lower. Spain has exceeded 22 million Social Security contributions for the first time, so new labour market data published yesterday showed, as Easter demand and growth in the services sector pushed employment to a record high. The seasonally adjusted figure put the number of contributors at just over 22 million, after 80,274 jobs were added in March. The government said the number of contributors has risen by almost 3.4 million since 2018, with record female employment approaching 10.4 million. It also pointed to growth in permanent contracts and in higher skilled sectors such as information science and technology. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez preempted the official figures with a brief post on social media, simply writing 22, before later sharing a video to mark the milestone. And air travel across Europe has come under pressure as disruption to flight schedules continues to affect multiple countries. What began as delays in part of the network have developed into a broader operational issue, with passengers across several regions experiencing disruptions to their journeys. Thousands were left stranded as 1,475 flights were delayed and a further 172 cancelled within a short period. The disruption has affected Spain, England, Italy, Norway, Denmark, Sweden and the Netherlands, placing strain on key air travel corridors across the continent. The scale of the disruption has made it difficult for carriers to maintain scheduled operations, particularly on routes involving connections between major cities. The precise cause of the disruption has not yet been fully confirmed, but the pattern of delays indicates that operational issues within the network led to aircraft and crew being out of position, with disruption increasing as schedules fell behind. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.